I actually have a question because this actually concerns you. So you're the oldest son, which makes you first in line of succession.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so by the time you're like 60 or 70, uh, little Odd Ross is
Yeah,
going to be prime fighting age. Are you worried about her coming for the throne,
I am.
possibly putting you under,
It's
take
Well,
power?
it is not
let,
by coincidence that I started kickboxing as soon as the news was revealed.
well, let me pause.
Yeah.
I think my brother is actually older than you, Justin.
Oh wow, so yeah, he's
Oh, we're talking about
probably
the Bullock. We're talking about the Bullock lineage.
Yeah, but like
So in the house of Bullock,
my child's gonna be a Martin.
that's right.
yeah,
So yeah, that's right. So in the dynamic,
yeah.
I gotta take down Ross's brother.
Tim.
Uh,
Yep.
oh,
Justin versus Tim.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Like I said, man,
And
there's
Tim Tim is a father. So you have to fight a man with child rage.
oh shoot, man,
So that does make Ross Prince Andrew in this, right?
it does.
No, don't say that.
Hello and welcome to Chuckle with the Guys. How's it going? I'm Justin as always, and I'm joined with me my two co-hosts. They're back this week. After slacking off last week, it's Nikos and it's Ross. How's it going, guys?
Hey,
I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, slacking off.
Slacking.
Slacking. We had duties, man.
Yeah,
we
man.
Nikos and I both had actual real life things to take care of.
Yeah, while you're sitting around with your putt in your hand, we were getting shit done. But I did want to say, I've seen Justin around the office lately. He's been peacocking a little bit.
Oh, has
I
he?
see. Yeah, I've been seeing he's been hitting the gym. He's been coming around strutting his stuff.
It's working, bro.
Well, he's been kickboxing. He's been kicking a couple boxes. For
Yeah,
sure.
been kicking him
He's
around.
like a pasty Billy Blanks.
That's it. That's it. No, it's going super well actually. Yesterday I did it, and it was the first time that I had made it like the 9 rounds. I didn't I crashed on the 9th round. Okay, I fell flat on my face. I could not do it. But up until
There's
that,
nothing to be ashamed about. Like if
Yeah.
you got to that level,
that's what I'm saying.
that's something to be proud of.
Yesterday,
One of the things against Mike Tyson is he never really went all 12. So you're not that far off from
that's
us.
true. I'm
Same
close.
with oh gosh, what was their name? The
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. Yeah,
Well,
no,
they
her-
only fought. They only fought
she
like
was-
3 rounds, but
yeah, but I'm saying like she was like known as like the toughest of the tough.
Yeah.
sure.
And then somebody finally made her go like
Ollie Holmes.
past. Yeah, Holly Holmes made her go past 1 round, and she fucking collapsed.
Yeah, and Holly Holmes didn't get
What
the
a
Hardy's
shock.
commercials, dude. She didn't get to do the Hardy's commercials.
She also didn't get the what was it, WWE sponsorship?
That's right. She Ronda Rousey's in the WWE.
Hmm.
But yeah, yesterday was the first day that I did it that I didn't feel like I was going to completely collapse. Usually by like round 5, I was like sucking wind and had to go get water from the fountain. But this time I didn't. I felt good. I'm telling you, man, this is working out, dude. This is working out. I'm going again tomorrow, and I'm gonna do it all weekend. And yeah, I'm feeling pumped, man. I'm feeling strong.
Yeah,
Well, that's good,
well,
man.
I see it, man. You looking svelte.
Yeah.
So, come summertime, what do you think? 28-inch waist, 26-inch waist?
Oh, for sure.
What do you think?
And just not wearing a shirt anymore to the office for sure.
Hey,
And
that's the way to do it.
yeah, just going in, just bare skin.
Yeah,
Skins. Skins.
Justin's been out mogging me and Ross.
Yeah.
He
the
has
past
been
week.
mogging us. He's
Yeah.
been mogging us. I feel like I got like 1 cheeseburger in my hand, and Nico's got 2 in his hand, and then Justin's just been mogging both of us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm taking this
just
shit
2
serious.
syringes in his hand. DRT and HGH.
Hell yeah.
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 I will admit though, that new McDonald's Whopper, let's just call it what it is. That new McDonald's
Yeah.
Whopper, it
the
does
Archburger.
Yeah, it does have me wanting to try it. Watching that CEO eat the burger. Watching the CEO eat the product. Really sold it for me.
Nibble on the bread of
Yeah.
the product.
It really sold it for me. I really want to try it.
I don't know if you know, but the Burger King CEO actually mogged him pretty bad. So
Really?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
we're
you
living
should
in
watch that.
we're living in a mog world right now.
Yeah, everyone's
We're
just
living in a
getting
world where
mogged.
everybody mogs everybody.
Yeah.
To be honest, I have
Sick.
not heard the term mog until today.
Really?
Really?
No,
I thought you were
Damn.
a clavicular guy.
Yeah.
I am not a clavicular guy. I only know
Damn.
of clavicular.
Actually,
When you
mogging
mog
is actually an
somebody.
older term. It's not new. It's been around for. I remember going on 4chan back in the early aughts, as they say, and Mog was like using like bodybuilding forms and stuff like that, and on those types of boards. But anyways, Ross,
What
if you want to give the definition,
well, before I do that,
yeah,
those those forums, what are we talking about as far as like timeline?
this was like 20 early 2010s. I mean, like you're talking about like
Oh
2009
wow.
to
I didn't
2011.
know it
Yeah,
was that
Mog
old.
isn't. Yeah, Mog isn't new.
You heard Mog in 2010?
I mean, I wasn't using it, but like on a lot of the fitness boards, like Mog
You
was
heard it
already.
though.
I read it. I wouldn't say I heard it, but
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Right, you read Mog in 2010?
yep, probably.
Okay. I mean that's impressive. So Mog, as far as I know, I mean I'm not big into this either.
Yeah,
But Mog is like, when someone looks a little better than the other person, right? So like Gavin Newsom, not
Definitely
to
a
get
Mog.
political, not to get political, but Gavin Newsom is mogging JD Vance like into fucking oblivion.
That's not hard to do.
so
You,
you
you
guys
got you,
actually,
you you got a man who has like a chiseled jaw, Gavin, and
yeah,
he's mogging what is essentially just a little fat boy, right? Like I don't care how you feel politically. This is not a political statement, but JD Vance is a little fat boy. He's a little pudgy, cheeky boy, and he's getting mogged by the fucking chiseled.
Do you think I could
The
mog?
chi-
Do you think I could mog some JD Vance in the kickboxing? That'd be kind
yeah,
of
for
fun.
sure.
That'd be kind of fun.
can I give you guys a little,
If you don't drink like 15 beers a night, I
yeah,
think you can mog JD Vance.
I want to give you guys
You can maybe get Usha if you want.
a little
Not
history of the
not
word
not
real
not, not
quick.
to be weird about it.
So history of the word for Mog. It actually, so the root is, I had to look this up, but it all started with AMOG, alpha male of the group. So
Oh,
Oh, it's Amog.
that's the origins of it. So you were marking yourself as the alpha male of the group. Now I haven't seen it that way. Uh, but according to the internet, that's that's the etymology of the word.
well, Vance is definitely not the alpha male of the group. That's for sure.
But since we're talking about mogging, I mean, it seems like Kamini got mogged this weekend, huh?
Oh, absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
and unfortunately, a lot of bettors, or I don't know if you call them people in the prediction market, were also mogged. So I don't know if you guys have been hearing about these call them prediction markets. I can't really remember what the term they're using around to avoid it being called gambling. But you can essentially just place bets on just general things
Right.
that
Kalshi?
happen.
You can pretty much bet on
Everything.
anything
Kalshi?
these days, right? You can pretty much bet on
Yeah, yeah.
anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the big sites is a website called Kalshi, and
Okay,
they
that's what I was thinking of.
yeah, so they had a prediction mark. They had a prediction out there that Kamini would be out of power by March 1st, and you know, again, we may or may not be at war. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't think anyone has, but
I don't know
he
either.
was killed.
Hmm.
And as of right now, Kalshi owes about $54 million, but it turns out they're not going to pay out because they have a death clause. If someone dies, they don't pay out because they don't want people to benefit from
I,
death.
yeah, I think the quote is people shouldn't be rooting for people to die because they placed a bet.
So
Yeah.
so the bet is that he would be out by a certain time, and it didn't specify that like the Ayatollah would be dead, right? It was just like
Yeah.
he'll be removed
power.
by a
Out.
certain time, knocked out of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
it
then
was
he-
it was $54 million, I think.
$54 million dollars, and then he ends up getting a missile up the ass, and so he dies. And
Yeah.
now they're like, well, we can't give you the money because it doesn't count if he dies, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Rip
Yeah.
the goat, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
dang. So, is anyone fighting this? Is anyone fighting this at all?
I think they're probably going to end up in. I think someone filed a suit, from what I read. But who knows how that'll go? But yeah, so I don't know. I don't see how they get away with it personally. But you know, whatever. A fool and his money shall soon part, as they say. So
Yeah. Do you know what
uh,
Chris Murphy has to say on it? Chris
so
Murphy has made a comment. He's a Democratic Party senator.
Okay.
He says that Kalshi is American commercial immorality on steroids. Once events that involved good and evil simply become a financial product, I don't know how right and wrong matters any longer. People shouldn't be rooting for people to die because they placed a bet.
That sounds like a guy who didn't get on the ground floor and is butthurt
yeah.
about having like no stock in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's definitely not in Footloose. He definitely would have been the guy saying like, "No, you can't dance."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And had he been the guy saying you can dance, he'd have
yeah,
been all for it.
yeah, exactly.
But
Uh,
you know, not to quote Assassin's Creed, but methinks his lips has tasted sour grapes.
you guys want to hear a couple of the bets they got out here?
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
we
see
can
what they
take
got.
a
Let's see what they got.
okay. Most of these are pretty straightforward. Who you guys got Oscar for Best Actor? We have Timothy Chalamet or Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Michael B. Jordan.
Jordan.
Okay,
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet's leading right now.
No, Michael B. Jordan.
More people have money on him. Let's see.
This is
GTA.
all Kalshi.
This is all Kalshi.
Okay, cool.
GTA 6 release date before 2027 or before August 2026?
Ooh, I think it's.
I'm gonna
I think before. I don't think it's going to come out in August of 2026. I think it'll be before 2027, though. I think it actually might be
Really?
in 2027.
What do you think,
I
Ross?
I think before 2026.
Before
When
August
is it
2026.
predicted to come out? When is it
Yes.
supposed to come out?
It's supposed to come out like November 26, I think.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it?
think it's gonna come out when they said it will.
I don't know, man.
I don't
But
know.
anyways,
I think it's going to
most people do have their money on before 2027.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see
just
what else. We got
hopeful.
any-
That's just wishful thinking. That's all
Oh,
that
here's
is.
a
It
good
is.
one. Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film.
Okay.
Demon Hunters or Zootopia 2? Who you guys got?
Demon Hunters.
Well, Demon Hunters are what?
K-pop.
Zootopia 2.
Say it again.
Zootopia 2.
Wait, did that already come out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, this is Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay. No, I don't think Demon Hunters can beat Zootopia.
You don't
I
think
mean,
so?
Really?
I mean, just like
it's like the biggest movie in the world.
but it's like an American Academy Awards. Why would they root for? You know, this is America, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know
Well,
what Demon Hunters
Okay,
is.
you got me there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just think
It's
this
American
is America. And this is yeah.
American exceptionalism. I can't say the word
Let's see. There's
exceptionalism.
actually. Let's see what we got in politics. No, nothing good there. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Anyways. Oh
Hey.
wait. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, well, speaking of Michael B. Jordan, did you?
Mhm.
I just found this out today. I did not know this, and I don't know. I don't know where I've been under a rock. But did you hear about the racial slur that was shouted at Michael B. Jordan
Oof.
and that other
Delroy
guy?
Lindo. Delroy Lindo.
Yeah, I love
not just the
Delroy
other
Lindo.
guy.
I love. Well, I don't know his real name, but I love that actor.
Were you the one shouting the slurs?
Yeah, the guy with the Tourette's.
Yeah.
Evidently, they're at Ross. I don't know if you know about this, but they're at
I do.
They're at
Yes.
BAFTA, which is like
It was Ross.
which is like the Oscars for the people in London and whatnot. And they're up
Yeah.
there doing the movie Sinners and whatnot. And this dude just shouts out a racial slur. Now, here's the thing: is that event was recorded. So why did they leave that into the recording?
And not only that, but they cut out. I guess he made some homophobic slurs as well.
Like
and some
later in
other
the
stuff.
night?
Well, so I can't remember the guy's name that hosted it, but he is a gay man, I believe. And yeah, so during the night, he had already like made slurs about him being gay, but they cut that part.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I do know very little about this, but I know that like the guy who said the slurs was a guy who suffers from Tourette's.
Yeah.
And so like I'm not gonna exonerate him because he has Tourette's, but I do think that like that's worth discussing.
Well, I think it's more so on BAFTA. Like, bro, why didn't you just cut it?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are like really mad at that guy, and I'm like,
Well-
well, I don't know how Tourette's work exactly, but I
Yeah.
feel like like there's this concept of like, well,
One
if you
actress in
said it,
particular
it's
got up
because
on
it's in
stage
you,
and said
if
this.
there's something racist in you, it's because you're racist. But I'm like, I don't know if that's necessarily true.
One of
Maybe
the
it
female,
is. Maybe
one
it's not.
Yeah. Justin's
But it's
shouting it
like,
all the time, and he's not racist.
yeah, exactly. But it's like so like I don't know how Tourette's works, and I don't want to like speak on it that much, but like you know what you should and shouldn't say, and like if you're someone who suffers from Tourette's and you know you shouldn't say the N word, maybe knowing that makes you want to say it more. I don't know.
Yeah, again, I don't know. Whatever. It's disability. I do think part of the pushback is like he won't apologize at all.
Well, he should. You're saying the guy who said it isn't apologizing?
Yeah, yeah. Like you can just like even just to come out and say, you know what, I don't have control. I'm sorry, I said it. I really didn't. Like he won't even do that.
Okay, well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's where I start to like, wonder. Because I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I was thinking that like he just couldn't help himself because
Yeah.
he has this issue, and like if someone was willing to talk to him, he would say, he's sorry, and that it's like, it's not in his control. But if he's on the other end of it being like, yeah, I'm not gonna say sorry for this.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, what the fuck, dude?
I look
That's
at
a
it
little
this way.
weird.
Say you have uncontrollable gas, right? And you're at dinner.
Right.
You know what, I can't control it. Something just went wrong. Sitting here farting all day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, I ate the cheese earlier and I couldn't control my farts. I'm not gonna apologize. I won't eat the cheese. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry I ate the cheese earlier and I offended everyone at the table.
You're a good man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're a good man. And I'll go a step further. It's like you farted and people were like, "Wow, that was really awful.
Yeah.
What you did was really awful."
Yeah.
If you were like, "Hey, I'm sorry," I'm on your side. If you're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, get the fuck over it, man.
Yeah.
I farted and it smelled awful.
Yeah.
Get over it."
Right.
I'm like, "Okay, he's being a little bit of an asshole. Like he
Exactly.
can't handle it, but he's choosing to be awful about it."
Right.
Well, I tell you what, Brett Cooper has thoughts on it, and I can share those thoughts with you of what she thinks about the whole
Who
thing.
is Brett Cooper? By the
Brett
way?
Cooper
Like, that's
is
just, like,
the female
preface this.
version of
No, she's
what's his name?
she's
I can't draw
she's
a blank.
girl Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
She is the
Okay.
female version of Ben Shapiro, and she has comments on this right here. And here's her thoughts.
actress in particular got up on stage and said this.
I'd like also to just take a moment to the two kings who are in this audience and just send you so much love for your class, and that is Michael B. Jordan and Delroy
It's just
Lindo.
pissed herself.
All right,
It's
so now
just-
everybody start standing up. There's a standing ovation. Why was there a standing ovation? For what? For those two men doing nothing, being in the presence of a man with a known disability. Then, Delroy himself got back on stage, and he made it seem like he had endured a hate crime.
We appreciate all the support.
That's a cool
and the
dude right
love
there. I love that
we've been
dude.
shown in the aftermath of what happened last weekend. It means a lot to us. It is a honor to be here amongst our people this evening.
Oh yes, thank goodness you are around your people. Certainly no one will be saying the N-word in that room. I'm over it. I'm not kidding. I am
She's
so...
a mess. You know what? I don't even want to listen to the rest of her. That's what her thoughts were on the matter.
She wishes she was Candace Owens.
She does. Actually, she does. I feel like she wants to be Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, fan of neither, but let's be serious. We know who's the real star, right?
Yeah.
And it's not Brett Cooper.
Yeah, I mean, and like, I don't like Justin, myself. We're two white guys.
Yeah.
Nikos is a black man. Like maybe Nikos has more to say about this than anyone else. Obviously, I don't give a shit about what Brett Cooper has to say. Like, what do black people think about this whole incident? That's kind of the most important aspect of this, I guess.
Yeah, and again, I mean, you'll find I'm not going to speak for black people, obviously.
Sure,
but,
of course.
I mean,
But you are
yeah,
a black guy who, like, has
you
an
got
opinion.
that right. You know, I get where they're. I don't know. They said it. I understand if they're offended. I would be offended. I feel like. I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, like even the guy that had the threat, I do feel like BAFTAs, like those people that ran the show are the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They should have edited it
Like
out.
at the end, they should have cut. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that they had this yelled at them. I think honestly, I think that might have been more insulting to the people on the show than the fact that the man yelled. Is like, just cut it out. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm sure they don't want to go around answering for, like, okay, why'd you have to sit there and be called the N-word? You
Right.
know? Because, I mean, they're both professionals. Like, I'm sure they're reasonable people and go, I get it. The guy, has a disorder. And the guy did leave the show before it was over because he said he was embarrassed by it all. The man with Tourette's did. So I'm sure their embarrassment just comes from the fact that they aired that when there was no need, when they had the ability to cut everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the
So
man there was actually there because he has a film, or a film was made about him.
they won an award, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I think that's
Yeah.
why he was there and a part of the show. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
apparently it triggered Brett Cooper into feeling like she had to comment on the whole thing. To which I don't understand why she felt like she had to comment on it, but that was her for sure. There.
What's her, before we move on, what's her, like, engagement like? Because, like, I mean, I don't really see anything about her.
I very rarely do. She's been weirdly, and I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is because I've been watching the Candace stuff for the research from the show, but like she's been popping up in my reels, and which is how I found that today. And I was like, "What is this? Who is this?" I mean, because I knew she was like the Ben Shapiro mini me, and then two, I think I saw that she's in a movie that's produced by the Daily Wire.
Is this the Snow White thing?
It's like it looks like a medieval type of story.
Oh, I think they did like a fake, what you call it? What's the name of that show with Jon Snow?
Yeah, like a Game of Thrones type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, and she is one of the characters in it. And
She's no longer with Daily Wire, from what I remember.
right. I thought she got
She
the
left.
boot and left or something like that.
Yeah, she left. I don't know if she got the boot. Whatever the case.
Yeah, they're making there's a movie called it's Brett Cooper, Snow White and the Evil Queen.
That's the title, Brett Cooper, Snow White and the Evil Queen.
Snow White and the Evil Queen, to focus on timeless values of Brothers Grimm stories. Brett Cooper, the actress in the upcoming Snow White and the Evil Queen film from Bentkey, a subsidiary of the Daily Wire, shared that the film will focus on the timeless values of the original fairy tale and will not be a MAGA conservative movie.
Well, that's stupid. I feel like saying Brett Cooper the actress is so fucking insulting to actual performers.
I think so too. I can't imagine she's that good.
So my thing is, they filmed this like years ago when they had that whole uproar about Snow White.
Yes, that was their answer to the.
They took the little
woke Snow
people
White
out.
movie. Yeah.
No, I was really confused because the lady that played Snow, they were upset that the lady wasn't white enough. I was really confused because, I mean, the woman that played Snow White was a white woman, but she just wasn't white enough.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
No, she looked stupid. Like she had like she had a dumb head.
Yeah,
she had a really stupid, weird head, and her hair looked stupid.
Okay,
Like,
well, Ross was the one complaining about the movie. Actually,
I've not seen the Snow White movie. I've not seen it.
I haven't either, and I was so okay with it because I was never gonna watch it, so I don't care what happens with things that I don't watch. But like, she had like a really like stupid head and dumb hair and a dumb head. She just looks stupid, I think is the complaint. And then I think, not to get like super political, but like she was I think she was pro-Palestine and someone else was pro-Israel, and it just fell apart because of that. But I think more than any of the political stuff, I think she just had a really stupid looking head with stupid hair.
Well, I didn't really want to watch it because I don't like Gal Gadot. I don't think she's good at acting.
I think sure. Like I don't care one way or another, but I think she was the pro-Israel.
Yes. That
person,
is true,
and then
but I also just don't
girl
think she's
with the
really
dumb head.
Yeah,
but I think that the girl with the dumb head was pro-Palestine.
It was. There was a tussle there between those two. You know who else? Go ahead, Nikos, please.
No. Please go right ahead.
I was going to switch gears to someone else who's having a tussle. Jim Brewer is having a bit of a tussle with American Airlines. He apparently bought a
don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He apparently purchased a a first class ticket. I think he did it through some kind of third party source, but there was apparently an issue with the ticket, and he took to his show to talk about it. And I just want to play just a little bit of him talking about it, because he goes into that absurd bit that he does where he just starts screaming like a mongoose and and it just. It's not funny.
It's my favorite.
It's not funny.
It's my favorite. It's not funny, but it's my favorite.
But here's just a little bit of him, talking about that, and I'll kind of skip through it because it's irrelevant, but it's just, here it is.
Sure.
Once you book your flight in first class and you picked your ticket and you have your boarding pass, your paid ticket for first class, you're in.
He's riding first class.
I love him already.
There's no if, and, two, buts
sort of looks
about
like
it.
Jack Nicklaus.
You're in. Unless
He's
the
a
president
little
shows
bit.
up.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, he'd be flying American.
And I love that he has to have like an audience full of people in his studio. He's like probably doing this for like 6 of his friends.
So
Yeah.
we're literally, they're like, okay, they're letting in our, military, and if you got kids, and all of a sudden we hear, James and Diana Brewer, can you please come see James and Diana Brewer? And we looked at each other and we're like, what, do we get an upgrade to fly the plane? Like, what, like,
That's funny.
Hilarious.
what can, now, this is how goofy I am. I had a couple
really
people
funny.
come up like, hey man, I think you're so funny. Can I get a picture with you? And
Who
I'm
the hell's telling
thinking,
Jim Brewer he's so funny?
I don't know.
I don't
what I'm
know.
thinking.
And
I'm
who the
thinking
hell
maybe
like
guy
is like,
knows.
oh, I
I
can't
don't
wait to
know.
get a picture with this guy.
So we walk
I
up
know.
and I, naive as I like.
That's
I go, "Oh,
narcissistic
boy,
anyway
what are
to
we in
think that
trouble or
like,
something?"
naturally
And he
they
goes,
want to get
"No,
a
not
picture
trouble.
with me.
We just downgrade you to row
Don't know if
18.
you know this, but I'm Jim Brewer.
What are you talking about? What are you talking? He goes, we had to downgrade you to. I said, hold on a second. He goes, we had to take you out of first class. What do you mean you had to take us out of first class? What do you
He's got to get out of first class.
He goes, well, we overbooked. And when you overbook, you can't overbook first class. He goes, no,
I do agree with that.
And he
Yeah.
was so sheepish.
But here,
He
let
was,
me skip to
Long
when he
Island
starts
Jimmy's
doing his
going,
thing.
can I talk to this guy for a minute? What's your name? Mark. You're gonna sit with me in my seat.
Classic
Mark.
Jim Brewer.
Who's sitting there? Who is sitting in 1D and F right now? Can I speak to you for a second? Because I know you're here. I know
Yeah.
you're here.
This is like Quentin
Long
Tarantino doing
Island
the
Jimmy
black
got
scent.
to this part.
It really is.
Yeah.
I was trying to give Jim I was trying to help Jim out a little bit, but
Giving him some laughs.
that was pretty bad.
I've never thought this dude was funny. This is like his whole thing. I remember like during like COVID, he'd go out there and he would be like, they want us to wear a mask. And he'd start like just running around the stage like an animal or something like that. I don't know. I don't.
I didn't know Jim Brewer was making first class money.
I didn't either, actually. That surprised me.
Yeah, that's probably the most alarming thing of his comedy set.
But apparently he, was taking. They overbooked first class, which. How do we feel about that? Like, if you buy a first class ticket, can they? How do they overbook a plane?
No, I mean this is what sucks the most about this is he's not wrong.
I know.
Yeah.
Like like you shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Especially first class, because like it's not like, I mean, how often are you selling out first class for one?
Right.
And so like then you upgrade. Like listen, I'm an economy guy, but I'm also a bootlicker. I love the rich. If you buy a first class seat, give the man first class. Give him the best treatment you got.
So Brewer says that he claims that the seats were given to off-duty pilots instead of him, and that he and his wife were downgraded to row 18 in economy.
Those guys can fly themselves home. Like, what do they need to give them a seat for?
Yeah, they're pilots. I will say this later on when he released this video that I just played. So he releases this video I just played. It kind of goes viral. It makes the rounds on the news and those kinds of things. So American Airlines did offer him a $500 travel voucher and a refund for the price difference between first class and economy. And then Brewer made another
Why didn't he get the
video.
refund first?
I don't know. So that's what's crazy is that he did buy so here's what's kind of interesting is that, and he actually did bring this up, and again, I hate to say this, but I actually agree with Jim Brewer on this, is that he was like...
You're always saying that.
But he did bring up an interesting point that he was like, this only happened because I'm Jim Brewer and I was able to go and talk about this and it was able to get on the news and it went viral. But the average person, the average common man, who buys a ticket like this, who gets downgraded, American Airlines would not give a fuck about it. They would just be like, well, you got downgraded. Like you said, why did it take this to get the refund? Why they bought the first class ticket, they put you in economy and they're like, well, at least you're on the plane.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't know. It's very unsettling to agree with Jim Brewer.
it is. I don't know if I like it.
I don't.
Well, a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So,
Right.
What do you think about this stuff that I've been seeing about, trying to bring back dressing up for flying in planes again? Have you guys seen that?
Oh, well, that's stupid. Yeah, I
Yes.
have seen that. It's super stupid.
you're gonna put me in a fucking sardine can and make me put a suit on?
I know. Right?
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Um,
Who was it? Actually, remind me.
Sean
who was
Duffy,
it?
the guy from Real World. He's in charge of TSA or whatever, FAA.
Is that who made this like a thing?
Yeah, he's one of the. I don't know. The leader of TSA. He has made that statement. I don't know where he got it from, but yeah, he was one of the ones. He was on season. Was he season 1 of Real World? I think. He and his wife.
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's the reality guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing where like I think Tampa Airport was trolling people on X, just basically like, hey, we're gonna start banning yoga pants, and you're gonna have to start wearing dress clothes. And people were like sending it back, well, you can't enforce this, and they were like, watch us. They were
Wait,
having
you're
some fun with it.
you're saying an entire airport was trolling
Yeah,
the country?
yeah,
That's so stupid, man.
I know. This is the world
thing is-
this is the world we live in right now.
Don't get me wrong. I judge people at the airport, but at the same time, like I don't really care. I just judge people.
No, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I judge them for sure,
Yeah,
but like I'm
yeah.
not gonna tell them they can't do what they're doing.
Yeah. As long as no one has like their private bits out, like I don't really whatever. You know.
I mean, I'll be real with you. I kind of would like to see.
it's
some
not.
of
Yeah.
that.
Well, depending, right? But oh,
No,
yeah, whatever.
no, I'm not gonna. No.
Justin just want to see those little toesies out, right?
Oh yeah.
I think you have me confused with another person I know.
Yeah.
I think you have me confused.
Justin's always like, let me see those toesies. So,
Yeah. We are. I think we are getting a little confused with Justin and someone else, but I think Justin is on the track for being that way.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of being controlled, Ross, was Mormons trying to control you or something recently?
They were, yeah. If we want to go into this, I'm more than happy to go into this.
Yeah, I want to hear this story. I've been actually you held off telling me an entire week, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yes.
I wanna hear the story.
So, it was about a week ago, maybe actually about 2 weeks ago. I am in the process of moving, and I am pulling a lot of stuff off of the walls, packing things up, and I'm all of a sudden I get this knock on the door, and I'm thinking, okay, what the hell is this? It's like 5 p.m. There's a knock on the door. Okay, I'm in the middle of moving. What's going on? I look out the little peephole, and there's like I don't know, like a 20-year-old. He's got the weird little perm, like the boys have the perm now. It
yeah,
was
the
just,
broccoli hair.
he wasn't quite broccoli, but he was
Okay.
like he was permed up.
Nice.
Stupid, just
Right.
stupid, just a stupid idiot,
Yeah.
asshole, idiot, loser, clown.
Yeah.
That's my opinion of him. I open the door and he goes, "Hey, I think his name was like Ian." He goes, "Hey, I'm Ian. What's your name?" As he like reaches his arm to shake my hand.
Okay.
I go, "Hey, man, I'm Ross." He goes, "Ross?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, nice." And I'm like, I'm already a little weirded out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you here? Why are you shaking my hand? Why are you he kept looking me in the eyes. He had this like weird eye contact where he was just like, "Hey man, like so how you doing?" With his like never breaking eye contact, and it was weirding me out. I go, "Yeah, I'm good, man." He goes, "Hey, where are you at like in your walk with Christ?"
Nice.
I've been
And
asked
I'm
that
like,
before. I've been asked that before.
"Yeah." So this is yeah, Justin, you're and Nikos, both of you are southern boys.
Right.
I'm a northern boy, right? This is
Right.
weird. Um, there's a lot of really religious people up north, but they're a little more respectful, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
Where I come from, you don't know if someone's religious unless you see them at church
Or Ash Wednesday, you can
or
point
Ash
out.
Wednesday. Yeah, if
Yeah.
they got a little a little smuts on their head.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not like a normal thing, right? Like you don't reach out to someone and say like, "Hey, like what's your religion?" That like
Right.
it's kind of it's and I'll say this, right? I get that there's a culture issue, so I don't want to like be
No,
offended.
they're Mormons in North Carolina, so I'm sure they're used to a little bit of antagonism towards them. So
Okay, well, I didn't do
yeah.
that to them, but I
Right.
wanted to.
Right.
So not to get like I know it's just chuckle with the guys. I want to keep this kind of funny and kind of light, but I do think that's a little offensive, right? Like,
Right.
the thing that annoys me about what happened to me is, he knocked on my door. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "Hey, like blah blah blah. How do you feel about God and Jesus?" And I'm like, hey, that's a personal thing." He goes, "Okay, cool. That's a personal thing." Anyway, what are you doing? Hey, where are you at with your walk? And it's like that's none of your business. Like that's
Right.
like being a guy from the north, being like a Catholic, I guess, which is
Yeah.
a big problem down south. But it's like that's no one's business, right? Like if
Right.
I want to let you know where I'm at religiously, I will let you know that. You aren't just entitled to that information because you asked. And I think that's the thing that offended me the most about this. It was like he knocked on my door and it was kind of like, "Hey, I'm entitled to this information. I'm entitled to all of this knowledge. Like I'm asking you, so you have to give me this information." And
Ross,
it's
I
like,
think this is
I
adorable.
don't.
I don't mean to interrupt, but Ross, I think
No,
this
go
is
go.
I think this is adorable that you feel like you don't understand why you've had to answer this question when I have been asked this question my entire life and had to talk about this my entire life.
No, yeah, like no, that's completely cool. Like
Like
if you
it's
want
crazy
to,
that I think it just says a lot about where you come from.
Why are you upset with him for trying to save your soul, your
well,
eternal soul?
that's what I told Audrey. I said, "Hey, this is just a sweet ass boy
Yeah.
trying to save a couple souls,"
Yeah.
and I was an asshole to him. I'm sorry.
I had some Jehovah
Actually,
Witness stalk me once. They were stalking.
nice.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
they've stalked me too up north. I'm just saying, like, not, I'll just put a little cap on this. I do think that like this is definitely a cultural thing. It's weird. I found it very like offensive. Like you like he's not entitled to this information, but he's acting like he is. I'm gonna stop that conversation right now and then turn it into something that's a little bit more comedic. He also asked me after I told him that it's personal and I don't want to talk to him about that. He said, "Okay, cool. I have one more question. Where's Natalia?" And I said, "What?"
Who's that?
And he said, "Is Natalia here?" And I said, "I don't know who you're talking about, man." And he goes, "Natalia. I met her on the playground. She
Wait.
gave me this address." I said, she gave you this address?" And he says, "Yeah. Where is she?" And I was just like, "Okay,
Oh,
this
dude.
took a weird dark
Oh
turn." I
man.
said, "I don't know I don't fucking know Natalia." And I said, I was like, "She gave you this address?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Brother, I think she lied to you, man." And it's like, and he was just like, "Oh, she's not here." And I was like, "No,
No.
no, there's no Natalia
Oh,
here."
that poor guy
Anyway,
got stood up.
anyway, to just put a
Put a bow on it.
put a bow on this. I was also like putting stuff from my home into a storage unit, so I went down the stairs. As I was like pulling bringing boxes down into my car, I saw them I'm on the third floor. They were on the first floor.
about
And
to say,
as I'm
well,
walking down, they're going, hey, they're talking to the person, and they're going, hey, where's Natalia?
are
And
you
I'm like, oh
serious?
fuck. Yes, I said to my wife, I said to Audra, I said, oh, they're down here on the first fucking floor, and they're asking this guy, where's Natalia? I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. Why are they asking where Natalia is? It felt very like Scientology, where it's like, oh, Natalia is someone who escaped, and they're acting really weird about this. They're asking me where Natalia is. I don't know who she is. She's asking the person on the first floor where Natalia is. They don't know where they are. Anyway, I have to go back upstairs to grab something else. As I'm walking up the stairs, they're walking out, and I see the guy, and I was relatively polite, and as he's walking out, I'm walking up the stairs. I see him. We just spoke like 20 minutes ago. I go, hey man, thinking like he'll just go, hey, and we keep walking. He goes, hey, can I ask you a question? I go, all right. I'm still walking up the stairs. I'm not gonna stop for this guy. So as I'm walking up the stairs, I go, yeah, go ahead, man. He goes, hey, are you doing anything this Sunday? He's trying to invite me to his church, which he did.
Nice.
He did when he was at my doorstep, right? And so I go, yeah, I think I am. As I'm going up 3 flights of stairs while he's yelling at me, and I'm yelling back down to him, and he goes, hey, can I invite you to my church? And I go, you already did, man. And he goes, oh, and then just walks away. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God, this poor
this
dude.
asshole does this asshole. No, not this poor dude.
I
I'm the
just,
poor
I
dude.
just, I just,
This
no,
guy
you're the
does.
poor
This
dude.
guy does.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't even fucking care about me. He's pretending like he cares about me. Like Nico said, the joke. He's trying to save my soul. He doesn't even remember me. We spoke 20 minutes ago. He was trying to save my soul 20 minutes ago, and I said maybe. Here I am 20 minutes later. Hey, you want to do this again? And I'm like, you asked me already.
He
You
doesn't
don't care.
see.
You don't care about me. You don't even remember that you asked me.
He
You
doesn't
don't
see
even
a
remember that you
human
asked me. You
face.
don't care. Fuck you.
He
That's
doesn't
how
see
I
a
feel
human
about these
face.
people.
He just sees a demon. So he's just trying
Mm.
to save a bunch of demons. I had a run-in with some Mormons at the park one day. I used to work in, and actually it turned into sort of not a real small scandal, but I used to work in the automotive industry. I mean, on the administrative side. So I go to lunch at the park. I would just eat in the park, and some young Mormons walk up, and they call themselves elders. And mind you, I don't think these kids were any older than 19. I can't remember the young man's name, but elder someone. He came up, friendly kid, whatever. I just,
Yeah.
I gave him a few minutes, but then I went back to work and I told the guys I work with, mind you, these are automotive industry guys. And I told them, I was like, are you serious? Mormons talk to you? And they're like, man, they were like, what the hell is going on in our state? They were really offended about the whole thing. And they like other people that I didn't tell walked to me and was like, hey, they told me some Mormons came and talked to you. That was it. I was like, it's weird, brother. They're like, yeah, I can't believe they're just out doing that. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's crazy, huh?
Did they have their black
Uh,
pants and white shirt on
It's
riding
a,
their
so,
bicycle?
so,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I would say it to me as a guy from the north,
Yeah.
a Catholic. This is super offensive. Like
Yeah.
you are not entitled to know how I feel about religion.
Yeah.
You have no right to keep bothering me when I was being so like polite to them. I was being
Yeah.
like, okay, like yeah, like maybe, right? Like
Yeah.
a maybe is kind of a like fuck off.
Yeah.
Like if I'm saying yes, then yes. If
Yeah.
I'm saying no, you're gonna bother me. So I'm doing the middle ground. I'm saying
Yeah.
maybe, and that was probably my mistake, right? I should have just said
Right.
fuck off. But like I don't know, like not to use charged language, but they were super like it felt like rapey. It felt
Yeah.
rapey.
Well,
It
they were
felt
looking
like
for this Italia for
yes,
sure. Like, that's
it
weird.
felt it felt like a guy who wanted to hook up with a girl who was just kind of being nice and saying like, maybe I don't know, like, I'll see you tomorrow. And he's like, no, like tonight, tonight, tonight,
Yeah.
tonight, tonight. And it was just like, this is gross, man. Like, if you think you're gonna like win people over acting like this, like you are of the opinion, like you are of you feel it feels rapey and gross.
Yeah.
And the fact that they kept asking about Natalia, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck Natalia is, but I hope she's safe.
Right.
I hope
Yeah.
she's okay right now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know who the fuck she is, but she clearly
Plus,
does
too,
not
they
want to
should-
know
well,
them.
they shouldn't be talking. So apparently, according to your story, they met her out and about, right? The park or something, the lake is what you something like that.
No,
Well,
at a playground.
at a playground.
Like
So they should not.
in my opinion, she is like probably like a child.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Why are you asking multiple people about
That's
a
what I'm
child
saying.
you met at a playground? Why are you even meeting people at a playground? This is super creepy
That's
and
weird. That's weird that they met her there and felt.
Yes.
And this brings me to the Jehovah Witness thing. So when I was like in middle school, I'm at home by myself. Knock on the door. It's a Jehovah's Witness, and I've always had a problem saying like no and telling people to fuck off. And
Sure.
so he's like, "Hey, we're Jehovah's Witness. Are you interested?" I'm like, "Sure." And
Yeah.
he starts
I
going.
felt the same way.
He starts going through the whole pitch, and he's much older than me because like I said, I'm a middle schooler. This is like a grown ass man. He's got his family in the car. He even points. He's like, "There's my family over there. We're happily Jehovah's Witness and all that. Look at their smiling faces." And I'm like, "Hi, how's it going? Yes, I'm a middle schooler. I'm home alone. Would you please go away? But please continue telling me more about Jehovah's Witness." He starts telling me all the things, and I was like, "Okay, well, thank you. I'll take your your brochure and everything and do that." And he starts like, "Well, when can we expect you to go to service?" I'm like, "Well, I can't even drive." Again, I'm a middle schooler, so
Yeah.
I would go for walks in the neighborhood in the afternoons, and they would patrol our neighborhood, and I do mean patrol. They were in an SUV, and I could see them coming, and they kept stopping me and being like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I would sit there and talk to them a little bit, and they drive on. Well, finally, I guess they approached the house, and they went to go talk to my mom about it, and I don't know the details. She could probably tell you more about it, but she apparently told them to go fuck off, and that we went to the Southern Baptist Church down the road, and she was like, there's no way we're going there. But what I remember is on one of my walks, I saw them coming in the SUV, and they stopped, and they were like basically saying, "Hey, your mom gave us an earful, but we can tell that you were really interested in being a Jehovah's Witness, and if you want, we can meet you here, and we can pick you up and take you if you want to go every week or whatnot." And I was like, "No, my mom told me I'm not allowed." They're like, "Well, you can do whatever you want when it comes to saving your soul. You don't have to listen to her," and all this stuff. And it just felt I was very creeped out by the
weird.
whole thing.
It's predatory. It's
Yeah,
like
it's very
like I
creeped out
said,
by the whole thing.
like I said rapey, but like in that instance, it feels almost like pedophilic in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Again, I grew up in a different area, where like you only knew if people were religious if you saw them in church, and nobody talked about it. Nobody was like making this their personality. But down here,
the people at
it's
my
weird.
church, yeah, it's so weird. The people at my church sent someone to spy on me.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. I do know this.
They're really weird. I mean, I was being a normal human, and I guess they didn't like that, and so they thought I was up to mischief. So they sent me. This guy was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out sometime?" And I thought we wanted to be friends. We were around the same age, and no, it turns out he was just supposed to spy on me and whatnot. They were weird, man.
That genuinely, like, not to get too like serious or dramatic, but that pisses me off. And like the concept of this asshole thinking like, and I think he was probably like 20, right? So like he's like way younger than me. Just thinking that like he's entitled to the information that he wants, right? Like, hey, I'm here knocking on your door. Where are you at with religion? Where are you at with Jesus? Where do you go to like worship? How do you feel about stuff? It's like, this is none of your fucking business, bro. Like, you're not entitled to any of this information, but they approach you like, oh, this is just like something I'm entitled to. That like really rubs me the wrong way. I guess as a northerner down in the South, maybe I'm alone on this, but like it really rubbed me the wrong way, thinking that like this asshole was like entitled to all of that information. I'm like, fuck you. You like, I don't need to answer any of this shit to you, man.
My uncle was a deacon. My great uncle. He was like, I don't know, he lived in his 90s. But anyways, he always also taught Sunday school. And whenever Jehovah's Witnesses would come to his house, he would invite them in, and he would start talking about the Bible to them. So he would say, "Oh, I sit there for hours and I just talk about it." He says they obviously don't come back because he just talks about.
That's brilliant.
Well,
Actually,
I told my wife Audra, who's like, I don't want to like say that she's an atheist, but I think she would say she is one. But I told her later that night, I was like, they're so lucky that they didn't get you instead of me.
I know.
Because I'm being like,
Audrey would not
polite.
be. Yeah, she would not have been as polite. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
like like I'm really offended and annoyed by you, but I'm gonna still be polite. If you caught my wife, she's gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. And I'm not gonna do that. I want to, but I'm not going to because like I don't want I don't want trouble.
Yeah.
But she's not even
So-
remotely afraid of that kind of shit.
So can I take it that if you met Jesus, you wouldn't just get on your hands and knees and kiss his feet?
I wouldn't kiss his feet. I mean, I know enough about him. I think he's like a really like good dude.
Pretty
But
chill.
I'm not gonna drop to my knees and kiss him. I like him.
I don't think
I'm not gonna be antagonistic
to
to him. Maybe
mean,
not.
Yeah, because he like washed the feet of a homeless man. Sorry,
Yes.
this isn't a Bible study cast, but I know a little
No.
bit.
Well, I was only bringing it
I
up
just-
because Shia LeBeouf recently said that he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cried while saying that.
Yeah, I have the clip here. I'll just play it real quick for those of you who haven't seen it. But this is
You
what
also play the clip of him talking about 3 gay guys touching his
you
leg.
absolutely you got it, brother. You got it, brother. We're
Saying
playing
Jesus,
that one for sure.
If you could meet him, I wouldn't say shit.
I would say shit, bro.
Really? Nah. But I kiss him. I kiss him. I kiss his feet. No one say nothing.
That sounds like the person we know that loves feet.
Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
My bad. I didn't know it was gonna make you
I'm
emotional.
a real
brother.
Catholic, bro. A real one.
I just thought you had thought about
No,
it.
I'm not a
real
Catholic
one,
like
bro.
Ross. He's a real
What
one.
would you say to Jesus?
Yeah, no, I'm a
Yeah.
fake one.
He's not
I
a
wouldn't
Catholic
kiss
like
his
Ross.
feet. I'm not a foot guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate feet, but I'm not like into them. No, so I saw that and I laughed the first time I saw it because I thought he was joking. Because I mean that's like genuinely great comedic delivery.
Right.
Being
It
like,
is.
I just kiss him, I'd kiss his feet. I'd kiss his feet. But honestly, like it's actually kind of like if you take him as just like a genuinely like faithful guy, like it's actually a really like sweet moment. He's being real. He's like this means something to him, and I'm not gonna like laugh at that. I'll laugh at the delivery for sure, but I won't
Yeah.
laugh at like how he actually feels about Jesus. Because yeah, I mean, like if you really believe Jesus is what people believe he is, then yeah, of course he's he's fucking great.
Yeah, again,
You
I
know,
don't think
I'm good
Jesus
with
would want
gay.
you to kiss his feet, from what I know.
Right, yeah.
But-
No, I mean that was the thing, like, right, like I think that is kind of an interesting thing you're bringing up, Nikos, is like, would he even want that? Because that's not what he was. Like, he wasn't
Right.
this dude who wanted to be worshipped. So it's weird that the Christians want to worship him.
I don't know, man. I think from what I understand of Jesus from current modern day Christians, I think Jesus would be pretty fucking crazy, man. He'd be throwing out
I mean,
immigrants like it was at the Royal Rumble. Like he's coming into the ring, just tossing them over the top rope, throwing out immigrants, kicking the poor in the ass.
Yeah.
Kissing the
No,
feet
no,
of the billionaires, sucking them off.
No.
That's Jesus right there, dude.
I feel like, I mean, I know you're joking. He would,
Yeah, no
definitely
shit.
he would definitely be against all the bullshit that's going on.
Absolutely. No, like the MAGA Christians would hate that dude.
They would hate him.
They
would
hate
fucking
him.
hate him.
They would hate him.
Yeah.
Brett
It's
Cooper,
insane.
fucking Brent Cooper, whatever his fucking name is, would be on YouTube right now. I don't understand what this Jesus guy's all about.
Yeah.
What a radical left liberal.
Wait, can you please play the clip of him talking about the 3 guys?
I got it
gay
right
guys
here.
rubbing his leg? Oh, please, yeah. Let's see that. That's the real game
Did
changer.
you say him when talking about Brett Cooper?
I was
Gay
like
over there,
Brent,
though. Don't be
Brent,
gay in my
Brent or
lap.
Brent Cooper, whatever.
You know, I'm good with gay. Be gay
Here
over
we
there,
are.
though. Don't be gay in my lap. Or, you know, I'm good with gay. Be gay over there, though. Don't be gay in my lap. Or,
Oh,
you know,
I thought this was all like a longer clip. I need to find another one.
Channel 5 News, what's up? I'll be honest with you.
I did
gay-
hear him
gay
say that he's
people are
afraid of
scary
big
to
gay
me.
men.
Oh, here we are.
What do you mean? When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared. I'm sorry.
Ridiculous.
If that's homophobic, then I'm that.
Then I'm that.
Does that happen a lot?
Okay.
No, it just happened one time.
Recently?
Well, that's why got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were sort of being groped and surrounded.
I'm not gonna say that because my lawyer said, "Oh fuck, dude."
It's okay. We can
No,
make it.
I am wrong for touching anyone ever. And that's the end of my statement on this whole shit.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Moving back to like what kind of things would set off that Napoleon complex?
Being challenged, my masculinity being challenged, somebody touch my girl, or touch my kid, or, you know, I'm good with gay. Be gay over there, though. Don't be gay in my lap.
I saw the clip of the scuffle.
The scuffle that happened?
I don't... Now, listen. If the man was touched, he was touched, but it seems like he was just drunk and incoherent and trying to fight people. I don't know.
I actually I didn't see the scuffle, but I love this interview. I watched every bit of this interview, and
the interview was interesting because he seems a little like self-aware, and he seems like he says what I think would like seem like homophobic on the surface, but when you actually listen to him, I'm like, oh, like he's not. He's explaining himself. Like I don't actually think he's like hateful of gay people, but he's definitely like weird about it.
He's also lying though.
Sure.
I tell you what he doesn't like. He doesn't like fondue. Did y'all see that part where he said, "I don't fucks with fondue. I don't fucks with that shit."
I didn't see that at all.
He was like,
I don't know what that is about.
Oh, I did see that clip.
Yeah, he talks about fondue. He's like, "Man, I don't fucks with fondue. I don't fucks with that shit." And he's like, and then the guy's like, "What kind of shit do you do fuck with?" Or something like that. This is crazy.
What does he fuck with?
I don't even remember what he said he fucked with, but I just was laughing at the fondue thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that people had that strong opinions about fondue.
Get our boy swinging on some ropes, some vines like a monkey.
Some Indiana Jones
like he
stuff.
was Indiana Jones. Like that'll get him straight, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't mean straight in like sexuality. I mean like that'll get him right.
Yeah.
Do you think, speaking of getting right, do you think, and I don't actually know if this is getting right, do you think that Jim Carrey has been replaced?
I don't know, honestly.
I don't
think so. I mean,
sure.
Have you seen the Jim Carrey conspiracy theory that that he's a clone?
It does look like a man wearing Jim Carrey's mask.
It does.
To be completely honest with you. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a theory that is saying that he's been replaced and is a controlled puppet used by the elites in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean that's super weird. I think it's more likely that he's just a older dude who got some work done and he looks weird because he got work done.
Mm-hmm.
And to me that's more likely than he got fucking cloned.
Well, to you. But
yeah.
I do have a question. So I was talking with someone at work about this, and if you were on TV, and you know, as you age, you're like, fuck, I look disgusting. And plus, I mean, you know, the cameras have changed, everything's at HD now. I mean, do you think you'd get work? Because I know me personally, I'd look like Wayne Newton if I was on TV.
Oh, yeah.
My face would just be fucking pulled back,
Stretched.
all my pores filled. Like, what about you guys?
I've always looked kind of shitty, so I think I would just, I don't think I'd care too much.
I feel like if I was Jim Carrey, the way that Jim Carrey has presented himself, then I wouldn't.
Right. Yeah, like Jack Black getting surgery, like it doesn't make sense.
That doesn't.
Right?
See, I would go with the Jack Black thing. Like I don't think Jack Black would need it. Just like I would feel like I wouldn't need it because it's me. Like if I,
Right.
I've never looked good, so I was like, I don't think it matters to me going out there looking like.
Well, it's not even that. Like it's if everybody knew what you looked like for 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to change that? Would you like everyone's watching you as you age?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, 40 years later.
Yeah, man, that's just a natural progression, dude. That's just how it goes.
Exactly. That's why I think
goes.
like maybe he got a little vain for a little bit and got like a facelift or something. But
I don't know. Maybe like he has been playing Dr. Eggman for a while, so maybe that like made him really insecure.
Made him real insecure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be real with you. Like I'm insecure when I I look at Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, right.
Well,
That's a beautiful man right there.
You know, oddly, this isn't the first time, you know, a clone theory has popped up. You know, a lot of people said that Avril
Lavigne.
Thank you.
Ex-wife of Chad Kroeger, lead singer of Creed, one of our favorite bands.
One of our favorite bands.
Yeah. Chad Kroeger was the lead singer.
He was the lead singer of Nickelback.
Oh, Nickelback. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
He was the lead singer of Nickelback.
Scott Stapp was Creed. I'm sorry. Right? Scott Stapp.
Yeah, Scott Stapp is Creed. Scott
I
Stapp.
feel like
is
you
mine.
need to prostrate. You need to prostrate yourself in front of Scott Stapp in absolute apology.
I'm sorry,
And
Scott.
then, and then there's the whole Paul McCartney thing. That actually reminds me. What was it?
Oh, Jamie Foxx too. Before you move on,
Jamie Foxx. Wait, what's the theory with him that he's a clone too?
yeah, you remember like 2 or 3 years ago, he had a stroke, or he never really said what it was, but he was in the hospital for months, and then he just shows up and he's healthy again.
What?
And so people, yeah, it's right, clone, huh? You're thinking clone, yeah. This was like This is like after I don't know, around COVID sometime. So yeah. And then I think
when a
that's when his
shopping cart
relationship
smashed
with
my
Katie
headlight.
Holmes ended. So all I can think is that
He
that's not
died.
Jamie Foxx.
Okay. I can see it. I'm following.
Well, not to go too much more in the weeds, but in reference to Katie Fox, also there was an incident where Tom Cruise looked a little weird as well. His face was a little puffy and weird a few years ago. Remember that?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's just a little bit of Xenu rubbing off on him. So that's
Yeah,
normal.
Zeno left and we got the husk.
Yeah. Whenever you reach a certain Thetan level, your face gets puffy and stretched out. Yeah.
Thetans, they kind of like deconstruct into alcohol.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, Nikos, this jogged my memory on something, but the other day somebody was showing Ross and I. Do you remember the band Puddle of Mud? Of course, right? They were kind of around that. Yeah,
She
Creed.
fucking hates me. Yeah, Pud.
Yeah.
Well, as I like to call them.
Someone showed us this the other day. I don't think you were around, but someone showed us this the other day. This was terrible, and I just want to play you a little bit of it. You specifically. This is Puddle of Mud covering a Nirvana song.
Oh, I've seen it. But yeah, let it ride.
This ain't Puddle of Mud, bro. This is Pud.
Listen to this. This sounds terrible.
Yo, Pud's doing his best, man. Don't be mean. Pud's doing his best.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Pud, that's Pud right there.
Dude, this
Yeah.
dude right here thinks he is crushing this song.
Well, he is.
He's like, I am killing this.
Oh man. What if he just has auto tunes in his headphone? But they
Oh,
didn't,
that's
they
right.
Feed it to the mic.
Oh, that's so bad.
It's so upsetting that you said this dude.
That is so bad.
That's Pud. That's
Okay.
Pud.
bad. Sorry,
Don't
Pud.
say this dude. That's Pud.
That's
I actually
Pud.
have seen that video. Yeah. Still got it.
I had not. It ruined. It really. Well, my thoughts on Puddle of Mud weren't as strong as they were before. It's because I used to love the band, but that definitely. I was like, okay, I'm done with Puddle of Mud. That's it.
Justin, would you say you have good taste in music?
I'd say I have exceptional taste in music.
Okay, because you've been to a lot of terrible concerts.
Yeah, I go to
Why-
everything. I
go
go.
ahead.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of.
You've
bad
been
ones.
to you've been to more than one Chevelle show, and I think you might be the only person other than Chevelle that's done that.
Do you think that qualifies me as their biggest fan?
Absolutely.
You might be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
No, yeah. I've
How
seen,
many how many Pud shows you been to?
There was one that I went to. Yeah, just one. There was. It was free, and it was in downtown. It was in downtown Raleigh.
Okay.
And
So
I
I've
went
been
to that.
I've been to a few bad shows myself, so I won't hold it against you.
I've been to some really good ones though. Man, I've been to some good shows. Been some good ones out there. Some
I went
good.
to a Travie McCoy show. Terrible. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember who Travie McCoy is.
I don't.
He was actually briefly married to Katy Perry. He was the lead rapper singer for Gym Class Heroes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he had that song "Millionaire." I
Cause
Wanna
Seltzer
Be a
with my
Millionaire
tummy
So Free.
aches.
Yes, that guy.
Okay.
You
Cool.
saw him
Yeah.
in concert?
Yeah, I think it was actually. I don't know if it was a T-Pain show or his show. It was in South Dakota. That's about as good as it was gonna get.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Can you imagine playing
all-
South Dakota? Being a rapper
I
playing
know.
South Dakota.
I'll be real with you, that's probably better than Puddle of Mud.
Probably.
Absolutely.
Probably.
You know what's weird about Travie McCoy? He seems like he'd be tall and skinny, which his upper body is, but he's got legs like elephant trunks. It's crazy. He's real
He's a
bottom
thick
heavy.
boy?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
real bottom heavy.
He's
He's
a
a very
stomper.
odd build. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of junk in the trunk.
A lot of junk in the
But,
trunk.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, on that note, I think we'll bring the chuckle to a close.
Okay.
Thanks for listening this week. Check us out always Mondays at 4. And also check out Thursdays at 4. We're going to start doing a podcast, me and the girlfriend, Mildly Alarmed. So look out for that. And then, of course, follow Atakashi as we play through Baldur's Gate 3. Devastating. Last time on the stream, Astarion died. That was rough. We're still reeling from that one, I think. But good show. We'll see you back here next time on Chuckle with the Guys. Take it easy, everyone. Stay safe.
See ya.
Bye.